Breaking news! I finally give you a tour of the redhotsonic studio! After this video, for now, let's go on to some less important news. It's official! Baby Sonic is gonna make an appearance in the Sonic movie. There's been a Japanese teaser trailer released which shows Baby Sonic in motion, and everyone seems to be on either side of the stick about it. You got a few people saying, "Oh, he looks cute," and the others like, "What the heck? What was he doing in the movie?" Yeah, for me, I don't really care. I just want to get on with the actual movie now. I'm fed up with all these little theories and rumours and blah 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 blah. But if you really want to know what I think, it's probably just going to be one of those, like, right in the middle of the film when all hope is lost. You're going to have Sonic talking to that police guy, and he's going to be like, "Oh, I need to save the world. See, when I was a little baby, I shit myself quite often." I'm sorry. But that's what I think is going to happen. It's going to give a little insight to his backstory, and that's probably going to be about it. And that's all I'm going to say about the Sonic movie for today. After 5 years, a brand new version, 2.2, has been released for Sonic Robo Blast 2. Too many twos there. This brings a numerous amount of updates such as new level graphics, brand new OST, better physics engine, the whole works, and everyone's been super excited about this. Except for me. I'm really giving a negative vibe today, aren't I? I don't mean to. I've done one video on this game before, and it's not that I don't like the game, nothing like that, no, absolutely not. I just never really given it that much time because my time is scarce as it is. I actually want to get into this, and I want to do a couple multiplayers with my sponsors or anyone actually. So if that's the best way to get into it, then sign me up. I want to do this. I'm going to download it after this news channel and give it a go over the New Year's. So see you then. The Sonic Hacking Contest 2019 came to a close in the middle of December, and what a ride that was. Unfortunately, the results page isn't up at this time of recording, but I've been told it's going to come any moment now. So if you want to check out which entries have won this and that and etc., there is a link to the website in the description. But otherwise, you can still download all of the entries, the contest entries and the expos as you please. And it's been brought to my attention that an old, very old DLC has been unearthed for all of us to enjoy, which has been codenamed the Lost Kadamatsu New Year DLC. I hope I said that correctly. Probably not. Basically what this is that it places Kodamatsu decorations around Station Square, and you can walk up to them and it will say something in Japanese and play a bit of music, and that's basically it. But the whole point of this DLC is that there was a few unreleased DLCs, or some that were only released in Japan, I forget how it works, that were made for Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, except this one was the only one that got lost and no one had it in the world. But, well, obviously someone did have it, it got unearthed, but it's finally out there and it's quite an achievement actually. I've left a link to Speeps Highway YouTube video in the description below if you want to check that out. Well, that was super short, wasn't it? I really do apologise about that. That's because I'm about to go into my studio tour, which I'm going to show you guys. And from this point onwards, it is not going to be a professional video whatsoever. I'm literally about to take that camera off of the tripod, I forgot what it's called then. I'm not going to even use this because I can't maneuver it around or not. So I'm just going to be using the mic on my phone. Sorry. Also, I'd like to quickly just get out there that this isn't me trying to like flex or anything. Nothing like that. I don't mean to like, I don't want to come across that I'm going to rub it in your face and saying that, look what I got. Nothing like that. But at the same time, I'm pretty proud of how far I've come and how we built this. Plus, you guys have been wanting me to give you a tour, so let's go. I've already taken all that apart, which is not a lot. Very slowly getting everything off the walls and such. I kind of broke it there. There's all the fiberglass, got all the wood and the plasterboard coming tomorrow. Got the fire soft. This is now unhooked from the wall, but we just got to get out of there. I'm sweating like a pig! They're completely empty now. The bench gone. And some of the desk stuff gone there. So far what we've done is like put membrane on the side of the wall. That's to like stop moisture getting in. And then some of the posts. And then this one has got some soundproofing foam stuff. I don't know. I forgot what's called. Acoustic wall, that's it. But we've done half the wall, which is here. That's already done. Looking nice, looking good. Okay, we've done another wall right here, which leads to the garage door. That was the part that you saw yesterday, and we've also gone near enough around this window. Pretty neat. We've got to go around the top. We've took the electrics out because that was going on all the way along there. So I'm hoping to have like my desk in like along these two walls. So this is day, I've lost count, but I would say it's like actually day 3 in a way. But with so much rain, we're behind schedule pretty much. But except from these two bits, because I can't get to it with all this plasterboard, I've sealed those parts up just with acoustic adhesive. Found a use for the fiberglass, and then I stuck some more acoustic wool in between, and I've got quite far with that, and then I ran out of acoustic wool because, well, yeah, I ran out of it. I've got more plasterboard coming tomorrow because I want to put some like green glue stuff, like you squirt it all over this and then you put another part of plasterboard on top. So we're going to be doing that over the weekend. Day, I forget, but we've now put the second layer of plasterboard on, which has had the green glue squished in between, including that bit. So that's all done. All the sides are done, and I put acoustic sealant in between all of them. Alright, so we've finally done the ceiling. 2 layers with 2.5 tubes of green glue each, because hopefully it will help with the rain. We've literally done all the sides of the wall. It's just this next. Oh, I'm so excited. Right, okay, so we've finally done everything, including these little side bits. We screwed them all in except for the side parts because no nails was a lot easier to do. There is the back where the garage door used to be. There's 2 frames of plasterboard, and then the 3rd layer of plasterboard with the green glue crap. All the bits sides done there, done there. Oh, it's so exciting. Okay, so we've done all of the jointing compound, or even the nails been done. Yeah, now it's time to paint, which we've done. There's a tiny bit there. Okay, so we primed the walls twice, and we've painted the walls white because the priming wasn't really making a good camouflage for the jointing compound. The white paint has. Oh yeah, don't mind that bit. We we came to a problem with this bit here. We didn't think of that. So basically we just script it as much as we can. Okay, we're finally getting somewhere. We've got it looks brighter in the video, but it's not that bright. It's actually quite duller than that. There is the ceiling with some lights. These will be, well, actually you can like turn them and point them down, do whatever you like. Yes, we just did the floor this evening. I think we did quite a good job actually. So we still got a bit of membrane. This membrane's all over the floor, so it literally goes all the way along here, and then it's just flicking up a bit. And then what will happen is that with the skirting board, like you've got a bit there, skirting board will go over that and cover that, so there's absolutely no moisture that can get through. And then yeah, we got some electric here. There's the fuse there, and they all work. But at the moment I wanted it to go along this wall as well, so then all the consoles will go underneath the desk here. The desk is like going along here. Literally nothing along there. Sofa will be going there. I'll just get a cheap one or something, and then there'll be a little bit electric there for like my phone or whatever. And a mini fridge down there! So you're probably wondering why I've got 4 screens. Why do I need 4 screens? They all have their purpose, which I'm about to explain to you. Firstly, it's the Sony PVM. This has no lag whatsoever, so when I press the button, it just happens. That's what I like about it. Most of my consoles are retro ones, which were built for this type of TV. The consumer CRTs, Sony PVMs, this is what it's made for. It's not made for HD TVs. If you ever try putting in your HD TV, you might see it and go, this is not how I remembered it. And that's because you're not playing it on one of these. So if you ever find a cheap CRT anywhere, I urge you to get one for your consoles. Next is my PC right here. Now this should be obvious, this is always capturing my footage. So that's all this is used for. And then this one here is just in case that the CRT doesn't like work with the console I picked. So for example, my Nintendo Switch, PS4, etc. Of course it's not going to work with that. Well, without some workarounds, and it will just look horrible. I might as well just use an HDMI monitor or TV. So why do I not just use this? Why am I using that? Well, it's really hard to tell at the moment, but this is more laggier than this. And obviously this is more laggier than this. This is instant free, next best thing, the worst, because basically this can just beam it up, but with old retro consoles it's like converting it into digital and then it eventually displays on here. But with my PC it's got to go to the capture card and that's got to work its magic and it comes up here. With this one I get more button lag than anything else. There is a way to fix that, which is to disable buffering, and it will give me the best latency free, well it's not latency free, but it will try as best as possible in that I don't really realise it, but it's still a tiny bit slower than this, and that means that you're going to get some frame skips and it might jutter a little bit, and I don't want my viewers to see that. I want it to be nice and smooth, so I have to enable buffering, which then makes it lag even more. You can't see it, but obviously I can. That's the only reason why I've got it on here. And then finally, why have I got it on the TV? Sorry, it's cut out a little bit. That's just in case I want to sit on my sofa. So this is my little sofa area here where I can just sit down and relax and play any games on the big screen. And it's quite nice that I can reach most of my controllers over here. Any that are a bit short, I just get extensions, not a problem, or even wireless ones like the PS3 or PS4. And it's just fantastic to like, I've got a choice of screens on which one I want to play with. It's beautiful, it's so much more comfy than that chair over there. If I'm going to play for extended hours, and this is a sofa I want to sit in, not my main chair, because after a couple of hours I start getting a numb bum. This is where I come to sit if I'm ever going to do a long review. So if I ever do another 50Hz versus 60Hz video, that means I've got to play the game twice, and one of them's in 50Hz. There's no way I want to be sitting over there, so I'll just record the footage and just play both of them right here for my own comfort. This, if you're wondering, is just a spare chair. This is when I have any guests over and they would like to, you know, do a collaboration on a video, or even when I have my mates over. At least there's a variety of chairs. You might just saw this brown one over here. That's just literally a dining room chair that I've just put a little rug on so it's more comfy. You've got two seats here and another one there, and then you've obviously got the main chair, and then I've got a little brown stool just there that if anyone wants to sit on. Yeah, there's, funny enough, it's quite a small room, but there's enough space for people. And of course, you can shout as loud as you want! And no one will hear you because it's soundproof. I just hope I don't get murdered in here. Okay, so I moved the camera a little bit so you can see the TV, the PVM, and my capture card. This one's just out of sight at the moment, but the monitor on here is exactly the same as the TV. Just think of it that way. You can't see the console. I can't get all of it and the consoles in the shot, so you're just going to take my word for it. Right now, I've got the Dreamcast playing. Oh, now I had to go to a cutscene. That's just typical timing. So right now, I've got the Dreamcast playing. But how do I get all of this hooked up to there? And what do I have to do to get all the other consoles working? Well, that's what I'm about to explain to you right now. Right, so for the most part, most of the consoles are going into an RGB switcher, unless it's a component like the PS2 that goes into a component switcher, and then unless it's an HDMI that goes into an HDMI switcher, you get the idea. This is how it works at the moment. If I turn my Dreamcast off, and then let's say I'll put my Mega CD on, all I have to do is turn the Dreamcast off, put the Mega CD on. That is literally it. That's all I needed to do. And as you can see, the CRT was on instantly, The TV has come up a little shortly while after, and then eventually the capture card. That's all I need to do. I just need to turn it off and turn something else on, and it will work. Let's try another one. Let's just turn that off, put my Sega Saturn on, and ta-da! There you go. It works. Capture card takes a little bit longer, but it's there. Now, there's other issues that happen. If I turn this off and then I'll put the PS2 on, for example, you'll see that nothing is happening. That's because it wasn't RGB, all these consoles I just tried. Now this is component. Now there's very little minimal effort I need to do to get this working. For the CRT, extremely easy. I'll just press one button. Boom, it's on. With the FrameMeister though, I have to go into a menu. I've got loads of different profiles for each of my consoles. I'm meant to change this for every console I put on, but half of them just work with each other. It's like, what's the point? But with this one, I do need to do it because it won't work otherwise. If I go on to PS2 480i and go on OK, it will then load it up on the TV. I hope. Come on, my son. There we go. And see the monitor's on already as well, and eventually so is my capture card. So I've got my Dreamcast, my Saturn, my Mega CD, my European Mega CD, my Master System, my NES and my N64 all going into the RGB switcher, and then two out. One of them's going straight to my CRT, so that's how it's so fast. The other one is going to the FrameMeister, which is a very expensive upscaler, but it's absolutely terrific. It's one of the best out there. Or even the OSSC, that gives it a good run for its money, so you can always try that out instead. It's a similar thing. So that's how all of those consoles work. I just mentioned all the RGB ones, and then I've got my PS2 and my Wii as component. I have got this, which is a ZX Spectrum, and that is composite. It's been modded for composite, and that will also go into the component switcher and will go through the FrameMeister or into that. But I'm not going to turn it on right now because I haven't really got it set up with all the tape recorder and stuff, so just, yeah. So how does the other consoles like the PS3, PS4 and that work? Well, that goes through an HDMI switcher. Now, the FrameMeister also goes into the same HDMI switcher. So once all these consoles go into the FrameMeister, that then goes into an HDMI switcher, which then goes into an HDMI splitter. And the splitter goes to that, and that, as you would have guessed. So basically what it's doing is that the FrameMeister, the Switch, the PS3 and the PS4 goes all into one little box. Then that box goes to another box, which that box then splits it out into my three monitors. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go from my PS2 and go straight to the PS4, which is a component to HDMI. So this isn't going to work with that, obviously. If I turn my FrameMeister off, so now all of them are off. Well, this is off and this is not getting any signal at all at the minute. So, with a bit of luck, I just turn my PS4 on. Whoa! It's going to do something, right? I've got my hands up here, I'm not doing anything. Come on. Is it going to work? Oh, hang on, yeah, there we go, it's come on the TV. There we go, on my capture card as well. So, as long as you keep one on at a time and you turn it off and then switch to another, it'll all work splendidly. And this is great because when I was at my old place, I had to keep unplugging consoles. I literally had this yay space. Now I've got all of this and it just feels so good. Basically, these are just drawers. You interested in drawers? I've got one of each console's controller in the top drawer, so I just got it at the get-go if I ever need it, and all the others are in a bag or a drawer over there. And all this is just full of junk and such that I can just get to a moment's notice, like screwdrivers. Need some screwdrivers? And that's the end of my studio tour. I hope that was worth the wait and that you really enjoyed that. Sorry it was a little bit long, I did blabber on a bit. I could have gone on a lot further, like I could have shown you all the cables behind all of these consoles, but it's a right mess and that would have been boring. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you all for your patience, because I did say at the beginning of August I'll be back in mid-September, and I think I came back real late October, beginning of November. It took a lot longer to do all this, mainly because of the rain, and it was just such a busy time. The nights kept settling in a lot earlier. You know, there was always something that was holding us back, but it eventually got done. 90% of it. I mean, I still need to do the little few touch-ups here and there, but that's it. I also like to thank my family and friends who helped me out with not just the garage, but with my lounge and kitchen as well, because we completely stripped out those rooms too. We've got a brand new kitchen now, and the lounge, we were as soon as we moved into a house, not even half hour in, we were already stripping the wallpapers. We were that mad. It's completely renovated. I would show you pictures before and after, but I know there's some clever people out there that can tell where you live with pictures, so I'm just not going to do that. But especially a huge thanks to my dad, who took out a lot of his spare time to help me out building all of this. I don't think it would have been possible without him, or at least it wouldn't have been done by now. He gave me a lot of advice on how to do all of this, and I've learned quite a bit myself. And no, I still don't have the confidence to do anything like this again in the future. But it just took a lot of his time out, and I can't thank him enough. So, Dad, you're a legend. Now get your ass around here and we can play a few computer games. I've even got FIFA, come on. And now that we've entered 2020 and I've got my own space and such, I really hope to bring out some more quality content. Not quantity though. I still have a full-time job. I still have my family. They are top priority. So this hasn't solved the issue of time. I still can only do this when I have free time, which is very rare at the moment, unless it's like 10 o'clock at night. And by then I'm just too shattered. So whenever I find a free waking moment that I'm like on my own, like, my daughter and wife go out or something, that's like, right, quickly, I'll get on with YouTube. And even then, sometimes I'm like, you know what, I'm just too tired. Let me just have a rest. Just sit on the sofa and watch the TV. Sometimes I even do that. It's quite hard to balance everything. But hopefully by 2021, things will start looking up for time as well, and I'll be able to do more quantities as well. We'll see. Okay, that really is it now, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a wonderful new year, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.